What's going on, guys? My name is Steph, I'm a gamer, and today I want to take a look at bounce pads. Bounce pads are those little square faces on the floor that make you bounce high in the air. But we're going to look into not the bounce pads themselves, but the logic behind what most creators have figured out can happen. We will be looking at the flickering effect. Hold on to your fancy hats because it's time for some complicated logic. Now, this is actually quite a long video because there are two known ways to make it so. One of which is a sequencer of tag sensors or batteries. The other involves timers and randomizers. Now, it's pretty clear that the sequencer with the tags or batteries is a lot quicker, so I'm just going to be nice and just forget about the quicker, faster one and give you guys the more time-consuming one. To start off, pull out a microchip and make the circuit board not too tall, but decently long, because we're going to be putting in a lot of logic, motherfuckers. What we need to place is a timer set to count down 1/10 of a second, or 0.1 seconds, depending on those who use 10% of their brain cells. Now, this will act as the pulsar, but if you want to make things more complicated and less efficient, you can actually just take the one-shot counter and wire it to itself. Oh yeah, get that wire in there, oh yeah. Now get two other timers and place them on the circuit board. Set one to count down, but set the other to count up. Both must have the same amount of time in order for it to work properly. For those time-consuming purposes that I mentioned before, and because I know it'll piss you guys off, I'm going to set these timers to 1 second instead of better time like 5/10 of a second. You'll need both for the next parts. Place another timer on the circuit board. This will act as the delay between flicker and constant on. Now what I want you to do is take the wire from the count up timer and connect it to its own reset, and the count down timer's reset, and connect it to the delay timer. This will end the flicker and start the delay. Now you have to place a randomizer on the circuit board. This is for the flicker effect. Now you want to make the time very fast. I'd recommend setting the minimum maximum to 1/10 of a second for a fast flicker. Hook up the countdown timer to the randomizer. Now add an OR gate to control whether the bounce pads are on or not. Hook up the delay timer to the OR gate so that when the delay ends, it'll stay on until you reset. Now take the randomizer wire and place it randomly on the circuit board to create a circuit node. This is important, so you have to do this. Now I want you to hook up the node to the other port of the OR gate. Now you can hook up the OR gate to the bounce pads, and there you go. But now comes the point where you want to add sounds to this glorious chip. What you're going to do is hook up the circuit node from the randomizers to the sound that you choose to represent the flicker. That is why I wanted you to take the node, because if you don't use the node, the sound could turn on, and then the bounce pads could turn on at different times. That's why I wanted you to take the node. The node will make sure they will both go on at the exact same time. Now, what I want you to do now is hook up the delay timer to the constant on sound, which in my case is the floodlight sound effect. Once you're done that, you are good to go. But what about reset? God damn, motherfucking piece of shit! Okay, if you want the bounce pad to reset at a certain point when you die or activate something, then all you have to do is take the wire from the thing that you want to have reset the bounce pads and hook it up to the reset of the delay timer. This will reset the whole thing so that it can be activated again and again and again. You happy now? Now this is one way of making the bounce pad flicker like that way that girl looks at you in your mind while you're making out with your pillow. However, it's not the only way. If you use the sequencer version, then you're going to need a really big OR gate. Or not. This can be done with either batteries or tags. Now you must place them at certain points of the sequencer that are depending on where you choose to place them. But the last one must be placed at the very end of the sequencer. Do not extend the sequencer, okay? The tag or the battery must be at the very end. The reason is because of the fact that once the sequencer ends, anything on the end is still activated even though the sequencer isn't on. It's freaking weird, bro. If using the tags method, then you gotta have the bounce pad hooked up by a tag sensor with the same color coordination and label in order for it to work properly. Anyways, that's the tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to give it a like, give it a favorite, subscribe for more videos. If you want to see more tutorials from me, let me know what you want to see in the comments below, and I'll give it a go to show you guys my astonishing ways of logic. So while you're waiting for the epic outro music, check out one of the other 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them yet, and you will learn so much, I can guarantee it. Catch you all next time, and Gamer is clear.